So this video was going to be a completely different format. I was going to walk around with my gimbal and my camera and do a whole bunch of stuff like that, but it turned out the audio did not do great. And so now I'm going to do the video like this. But here's the deal. Vlog 11 is going to be about a really quick 10,000 foot flyover of the progress I've made this year in my 33 goals and the progress I haven't made in many of my goals. So let's get into it. Starting with 1 to 33, we're going to go through the name of the goal and the progress we've made. Something I should kind of preface this with is that there are 4 categories for each of these goals. There's going to be physical, there's going to be intellectual, there's creative, and there is social. So the first category being physical starts with number 1, my routine. I made a post about this on my socials a while back that it's important to me that I'm developing a routine. The fact of the matter is that I have some elements of routine going on, but they're mostly more at night than during the day. The day has been less successful than at night. I'll do a more in-depth video when I'm actually being more successful in following that routine. Goal number 2 is entitled breaks, and really that is being intentional about taking breaks. Even when I was at Grand Rapids First, I was pretty busy. Now being at Black Bar, there are definitely seasons that are more busy than others. But I feel that's really important for my mental health and for the health of my friends and people around me to take intentional breaks. So sometimes that looks like just hanging out in the hammock in the backyard. Sometimes that's going to the beach. Whatever it is to relax and recharge. And I've been more successful in that probably in the past 2 months more than this previous month. Goal number 3 is something that probably isn't going to happen this year at this point, is I wanted to run a 10K. Now, you can probably see that I'm not really fit for a 10K, and if I were to start right now and really train, I doubt that I would get prepared for a 10K before the weather got bad here in Michigan. That doesn't mean that the goal is going away. That just might mean I might readapt it to something smaller, like a 5K or a 3K. Goal number 4 is go to therapy. Now, I imagine some people might hear that and say, Nick, are you okay? Something like that. But the fact of the matter is, I truly believe that in the same way you would take your car to the mechanic every now and then just to make sure it's okay, it's probably a good idea to take your brain to the brain mechanic and make sure it's okay. In the same way that I would go get a checkup every year at a doctor, I want to make sure that my mental state is in a good place. So therapy is a goal this year that hasn't made any progress so far. Goal number 5, daily exercise. There are certainly days where we have been better at this than others, but this looks like going for a walk or doing push-ups and sit-ups, going to the gym. It's been difficult, and I really love to challenge myself to make a video once a week, tracking my progress as a way to kind of, push myself to do it every week and make sure that it's happening. Goal number 6 is actually finished at this point. It was a health screening. The past couple of years, I've seen a lot of illness in my family and my friends, and I thought at this age it's probably important that I actually make sure that I am healthy. And so I've gone to the doctor, got a health screening, and so far, we're good. Goal number 7 is learn 12 healthy meals. We're at month 6, 7 of this year, and I probably learned maybe 2 or 3. So that's definitely something I need to start making more progress in. But I've made progress by learning how to do tuna steaks. I've done some cauliflower wings, and there's probably another meal in there that I can't think of at the moment that is healthy. But yeah, we'll keep learning new healthy foods. Goal number 8 is getting back to a healthy weight. I have it listed as 175 would be really awesome. That's probably going to be really difficult for me. But again, I'd love to start posting more regularly about my fitness journey, about my health journey. I think that it would be good for me to make it a priority in the creative playlist of mine in order to make sure that I'm doing it. And now we're going to transition from the physical goals to the intellectual goals. Number 9, we've already finished. That's grow a plant. And if you remember, we started a sunflower from a seed, and now we're actually harvesting new seeds from that sunflower. Along with that, we've also grown some tomatoes. We've bought a few plants, but really it's been pretty good in the garden, and the garden update videos come out fairly regularly. We're almost a third through this with number 10, which is read 12 books. And if I'm being honest with you, I have not read anywhere near one book yet. I've been reading a book, but I haven't finished it. And that's been Fairies Habit by David Crowder. And there's a couple other books on my list. I have a whole list of books I want to read. I just haven't gotten to it. Goal number 11 is visit 12 new places. Now, I've been able to do that by going to Springfield. Tori and I went to Newaygo, Michigan, which we've had a really good time doing that. And I think there may have been one or two other instances of going to a new place. But this year, I haven't quite done it. And I'm hoping that being in July and August coming up, the summer's not yet over. That would be really great for us to be able to visit new places and do new things while the weather's good. Number 12, I haven't touched this one at all, is I was supposed to do 12 3D prints. My 3D printer is somewhere behind me, and I haven't used that yet. And I feel a little bit guilty about not doing it because I haven't done anything with it, and I'm supposed to do something with it. So maybe stay tuned for that in the future, because hopefully I'll do some more stuff with it. In the same way, number 13 is learn 3 new languages. I think it's really important to be bilingual, to be able to speak to different people in their native tongue. So I would love to be able to speak ASL, German, and Spanish. I already know a little bit of each one, but if I really want to be fluent in them, I'm going to have to put in the work to really learn them, which I just haven't yet. I've been busy with other things, and frankly, it kind of fell by the wayside. Number 14 is the Write Flyer. This has become somewhat of a meme in my family because my mom gave this to me as a gift a long time ago, and I was supposed to build it. I think it was like maybe 2005 that I received it, and it's now 2023, so you can do some math. And every year I do this goal list. I put on there build the Write Flyer. It's kind of become a Herobrine meme, but for me and for my goals. So hopefully, no, not hopefully, we're going to freaking do this. It is going to get done. 2023 is going to be the year that it gets built. So help me God. Number 15 is finances. It's hard to really track and show what that is. Basically, it's just being very consistent and smart with our finances, budgeting, making sure we're not spending more than we make, stuff like that. And so far, we've been good at that. Number 16 is another eventual goal that I just haven't had the time to really dive into yet. That's learning to be a project manager. There's a lot more opportunities I think I would be able to engage with if I learned how to become a project manager. And so I think I would like to pursue that in some level. So learning that is a goal of mine. Number 17, you've seen, I post a little bit of it, and I keep doing it, but not as much as I should, is play my guitar. I'd like to be better at playing my guitar. Good enough to perform would be nice. And goal number 18 is in a similar vein, is learning bass guitar, which I've learned a little bit, but I definitely can do. What I would like to see myself doing is being able to post content with me playing those instruments and not feel like I'm doing such a bad job that I'm going to embarrass myself. And now we're going to transition from the intellectual goals to my creative goals. Goal number 19 is something that is stuck because I don't know how to find really light wood cheaply and available in large quantities. Something I'd love to do is build a wooden sculpture out of blocks of wood, being a map of the city of Grand Rapids. And it wouldn't be it wouldn't be to scale, it wouldn't necessarily be like each block of wood represents a building. You ever see those walls where they have a whole bunch of pins and you can push your hand into it and it shows the form of your hand? Something like that, but they have blocks of wood and in the shape of the city of Grand Rapids. Problem is, wood's expensive and it's really heavy. And the intention would be that this would be something that would hang on the wall. So if you have any ideas, please let me know, because I would love to try to make progress on this. All right, we're almost 2/3 of the way through. Goal number 20 is Black Bar. And I left that kind of ambiguous at the beginning of the year because I wasn't certain if I was going to be doing Black Bar full time in the year of 2023. But now that I am, I can dive into this goal in a deeper way by trying to help expand the company by being able to be more consistent on our community Discord and hopefully can help people be able to create content. My creative goals are also a way for me to expand my knowledge. And so you'll see that with goal number 21 as I want to learn more 3D design. One way that I'd be able to complete this goal is if you see me start creating content that involves 3D design elements. I've been trying to learn Blender, been limited a little bit by the processing power of my computer, as now it's a 6-year-old computer, but I think it would be really cool to be able to expand into that role, especially as AI is becoming more prevalent. I think it'd be really cool to be able to progress in this year. That's certainly something I want to do more of in the second half of this year. Goal number 23 is graphic design, and I've been doing a little bit more graphic design with some of the projects I've had for Black Bar, but it's not something I would say is my creation. It's usually adapting someone else's design to be formatted or fitted for something new. In the second half of this year, I'd love to see me learning more graphic design and producing more things, which again, I would hope I'd be able to show you on my socials. I don't know why goal 24 is placed here. It probably should have been placed right after the bass guitar, but I also like to learn how to play piano. If you didn't know this about me, I have a somewhat musical background in instruments that aren't necessarily like worship band instruments, so like the tuba and the trumpet. And for a season, I was learning the trombone, the baritone, the saxophone, and the clarinet. But I do believe understanding the piano will help me learn other instruments in the future. Goal number 25 has been sabotaged because that stupid TV monitor doesn't work. And so I'm trying to adapt that to a different goal, which hopefully the second half again we'll see a new goal for that since this TV monitor isn't working. Goal number 26 is also kind of a meme. It's getting my drone license. I've been working towards this drone license for a long time. And really what it comes down to is paralyzed fear of not being able to do it, which is dumb because I know the material. I've studied it for a long time. I can probably pass the test. I really just need to just learn it and set a date and take the test. So hopefully down the road we're going to see another video of me taking that test, passing it, and being a 107 certified pilot. Goal number 27 is post a video every day. I haven't done that so far this past couple weeks, but I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job of that since day one that we started this goal. It's been really challenging to try to post something every single day, but I feel like doing that has pushed me into a creative rhythm, and so hopefully I'll be able to use that momentum to move forward and start making more high caliber stuff rather than just put something out every week or every day. Now we're going to transition from my creative goals to my social goals. Goal number 28 is great because it's about being more intentional about having dates with touring. And so we've had a lot of opportunities to do that over the past 6 months. I've posted a couple different videos about that, but it's been really nice because we've also found that both of us really like building Legos, and so even those dates where we're not doing something extravagant, we're able to kind of find something that we can do together. Building Legos have kind of really been a great team building communication date night. It's fun, but also helps us just continue to get to know each other. Goal number 29 is the environment. I think there's something important about taking care of the things that have been entrusted to you. And certainly the place that we live here that falls into that category. And so it's just something that we've been conscious of. We've been working towards minimizing our carbon footprint and making sure we recycle and do other things like that. So I don't know if that's really content that's worth sharing online. It kind of seems like it's not something that'd be really exciting, but it is a goal that we've been progressing towards and we're fairly successful. Goal 30 is tough because it's even categorizing it in my own mind is a little difficult, but it's to have unique life experiences. And so I look at this as similar to something we just expressed on Black Bar, that creatives kind of go in two different directions in terms of where they find creativity. Some people look forward, some people look back. Neither one is better than the other. It's just understanding where you find your creativity. Those who look forward are trying to find creativity in other places, other people, other experiences. Creatives that look back tend to look back at their own personal experience and draw creativity from that. And so I tend to be one of those individuals that look back. And so the best way to make sure that I am staying on my game creatively is making sure that I'm having unique life experiences, doing things that are different, that I'll be able to pull from later down the road for other creative ideas. So far, my most creative life experience has been leaving my job. So hopefully down the road I'll be able to have some more unique experiences that I'll be able to categorize and catalog and show you guys on social media as I make progress towards that goal. Number 31 is public speaking. Now, I'm not sure when I'll be posting this video. Hopefully it will be after we post about the new format for the Black Bar podcast. But public speaking is something I want to do more of, would love to do more of, and having a bi-weekly podcast is going to be somewhat of a challenge in that it's not necessarily going to be public speaking, but it will be live. And so I want to get better at public speaking. And so So that's definitely a goal I'm looking forward towards making more progress. I tend to be conflict avoidant, and so this goal is really just I want to be able to learn how to resolve conflicts, be able to engage in them rather than to back down from them. Because my default would be to try to make peace with everybody. Sometimes that's not the best outcome. So learning some conflict resolution, I think, will help me in that process. Almost there is invest in family. Something that I have found living in Michigan is that both Tori and I's family lives on the East Coast. And so being more intentional about spending time with family is going to be more important to me moving into the second half of this year, as we may not have as many opportunities to see them in the wintertime. This means making sure I call my family, spending time with them when I have the opportunity to, making time to spend time with my family would be another big part. One thing that I regret is not holding on to friendships that I have valued over the years. I have moved from a lot of different places. I've had a lot of friends that just kind of end up getting lost to time. They obviously still exist, they just we don't talk as much. For me, I plan to do what I can on my part to make sure those relationships are maintained and continue, especially since I value so many of my friendships that have just kind of been lost to time. And that's it. Those are my 33 goals and where we're at this point in the year. If you're interested in seeing how I start making progress on some of those goals and watching the progress continue on some of the goals I'm already working on, make sure that you follow me on my other accounts on Instagram, TikTok. Obviously, this account, I want to like this video and subscribe for more content. Like my one goal of putting out one video every day, I often use my 33 goals as a way to create content for those platforms. So you'll be able to follow my progress more day to day than wait for these 6-month updates if you follow me on those platforms. And of course, if you like this video, please give it a like, consider subscribing so you can see more content from me. And again, thank you for watching.